Welcome to a very special episode of Reliably Chaotic. Creating a podcast is a lot of work, and building your own world in which to set your players loose can be a little overwhelming. I don't think I would have even ventured to do so without the inspiration of several other very talented podcasters out there. Today, on our 1-year anniversary, I've chosen to honor one of those people who inspired me to create the world of Solain. Aram Vartian is the creator and dungeon master for the Godsfall podcast, a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons adventure set in the world of the Five Kingdoms with its own rules, its own gods, and its own deep, rich lore. I don't think I would have even thought to take on the endeavor of building a pantheon of my own without seeing the amazing work that Aram had put into his own world. Both Godsfall and Aram's other podcast, Rise of the Demigods, have official world books that delve deep into its lore and the mechanics that make his worlds work. I'm using one of those world books today to bring you a story written using the mechanics and pantheon of Godsfall. It is not set in the Five Kingdoms, but in a city of my own creation called Rodhal. So I suggest that if you want to hear more about the powers and the universe that Aram has created, go check out his podcasts, or the world books at godsfall.com. And now, on with the show. Thank you for joining us, and welcome to an adventure inspired by Godsfall.
Alright, so, we are not in Solain, we are not in the Five Kingdoms, which is the world that Godsfall is set in. You are in a city called Rodhal. Rodhal is very much modeled off of London during the Victorian era. There is the stone and brick buildings, the cobblestone streets, the gas lamps, and it's very much industrial age where there's factories and coal, and it's just, when you're poor, life is terrible. When you're rich, life is great. Now, there was a pantheon of gods that came before all this, but those gods were killed when the new gods came to power. Now, these new gods are known as the gods of progress. You have Mechanus, the god of invention, Inersis, the god of power, and Mantalus, the god of construction. So this holy trinity stands for the progress of Rodhal, and
No, I was laughing at the fact that there's a god of construction. Because I just have this image of, like, a guy in, like, a hard hat being like, "Hey, baby, how's it going? I'm the god of construction."
Like real buff with just like the straps, no shirt.
Are we going
booty shorts?
Are we going full on Italian with this? Just because
I was thinking the guy from Futurama.
Yeah.
Hey, babies.
I didn't say it. You went there.
Okay, well, these are the gods that are worshipped. And the city is run by a council. You know that there is a council, and each council member controls a different aspect of the daily life of the people in Rodhal. There is the matters of shipping, which is controlled by Portus, matters of religion by Divinus, the infrastructure is Construs, the economy is Prophetus, and Militus considers the military. All of them answer to the king.
Who's the god of the arts?
There is no god of the arts. The council answers to King Udal Elazan. King Udal is a very simple man. He's very much like this handsome, beloved man, and anyone who knows anything about how things work, which would be Nicole and Matt, your characters definitely would. Mm-hmm. And those of you that work in the underground, like with the rebellion that failed to overthrow him, know that he is very much a figurehead. The council answers to him.
So it was shipping, religion, construction, military,
and
was
economy.
The other one? Economy.
Mm-hmm.
No arts, no music.
No arts and no music.
Because the band and theater department loses their funding first.
Immediately, yes.
Oh, always.
So basically, this entire city focuses on progress. As Sara pointed out, the entire world you live in does not have artistic or musical or theatrical aspects to it. Everything is about progress, building up, building stronger, building better, building more. it's all about creating a strong infrastructure, economy, and better technology. Because when the gods died and the new gods were born out of mostly human ingenuity. Most of the church is run by humans, although other members of the races are present. They are few and far between.
Work it harder, make it better.
Basically the attitude they have.
Okay.
Alright, so there is Mechanus, the god of invention. There is Anersis, the god of power. They actually have, like, a temple in the center of the city that has 3 towers. Each tower is dedicated to one of the gods. And then there is Mantalus, god of construction. And I will get to those towers if and when they become relevant, but they exist. There are a few different districts. There's the District of Finance. This is where the castle is, where the temple is, where the council can be found. Then there's the District of Labor, where you find the factories, the cannery, the docks, the power plant, the market square, Borders Row. Borders Row is a bunch of flop houses where the workers live. And then there's the District of Miscreants. Andrew, your character probably knows this area very well. This is where Beggar's Row is, Desperation Alley, and there is an alchemical store known as the Sleeper's Kiss that you are quite familiar with. Alright. So this is where we get to you guys. Now, Matt, your gnome artificer, can you please, one, tell me his name, or her name, I'm not going to judge you. Introduce your gnome, if you would be so kind.
Okay, well, I'm Corvilius Picklewhip. I'm a gnome artificer. I build these toys, and I own a shop right over there. But I didn't name. Fuck. I should really do that before this one blows up.
So, Mr. Picklewhip,
Yes.
you would be most familiar with the Tower of Mechanus. It would be a place that you've had to visit, considering your line of work, in order to get, proper paperwork and necessary bureaucracy taken care of. So you have been to the Tower of Mechanus before. Now, that brings us on to Nicole, if you could introduce your character.
Oh, my name is Miss Cordelia Patience Gunn. I am a half-elf cleric, and I work in the archives. I'm a librarian.
Alright. Those archives would also be in the Tower of Mechanus.
I'm going to try real hard to not correct you on librarian things.
Appreciated. I will try not to give you a reason to correct, hopefully.
Alright, so you would also be at the Tower of Mechanus, so you would be very familiar with that area in the Finance District. That brings us to, on my list at least, JJ.
Okay, name Zero. I'm an Air Genasi monk. I kind of just go where I please, and that's pretty much it.
Alright. Considering you are kind of a free spirit, move around, odds are you've probably ended up mostly in the District of Miscreants.
Okay.
Because there's far less law enforcement in that area. Fewer people to give you a hard time. Andrew, your character.
I am playing a human rogue. His actual name no one quite knows, but everyone calls him Ace. He is very well acquainted with the underbelly, and his currency is in favors.
And Sara. Who are you?
Who am I? I am Lesya. I'm a human fighter. I have background in a military, but not, like, enthusiastically. So I have soldier's training. I'm kind of wandering around, exploring, and probably I would have been picking up some work as hired muscle or as a bouncer or something while I'm in town.
Alright, that would actually put you in, let me scroll to the actual place, the District of Labor. You would probably get picked up by one of the bars or merchants there, or even down by the docks loading and unloading stuff. Just something that it's respectable.
Yeah.
Unlike Ace.
Yes, yeah.
All of you, however, have one thing in common. Every night you dream. It is the same dream every night. She comes again to you in your dreams, as she has for many nights over the past month. You find yourself drifting through a void of swirling pink and purple mist that slowly takes on a feminine human form. No details betray her features, until a flare of purple eyes snap open to meet yours. Hello again, my friend. It has been far too long since we have met, and we meet far too frequently. Your life is in danger, and you will die again without aid. Go forth to a tavern in the Foundry District known as the Warped Tankard. There you will find others like you. They will help guide you on this journey. As a thread, you are weak, but woven into a cord, you will be made unbreakable. Your eyes snap open, and you find yourself staring into the dark, reality setting in as the smoke that clings to the air of Rodhal burns your throat and eyes, and you prepare to meet your fate, whatever you choose for it to be today.
Did she say we die again?
She did.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Alright, so I wake up and I look at my nightstand and I just grab my nightstand ale.
Nightstand ale!
Yeah. So I just take a swig.
Alright, so you take a swig of your nightstand ale. I feel like my parents leave a glass of water next to their bed every night. You just decide, nope, ale. Same concept, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Wash away the morning breath.
And that brings us to our sponsor copy, Nightstand Ale. Wash away the morning breath.
I imagine that if once Cordelia wakes up, she would write down, since this has been a reoccurring dream, she would write it down in her. She has a notebook by her on her nightstand.
Alrighty.
You know, details about the place to meet.
Lesya actively suppresses or doesn't think about it.
So I'll wake up and I will, oh, not again. I guess I'll go check the fire extinguisher. And I go check and make sure the fire extinguisher is working.
I mean, roll for fire extinguisher?
3.
It's busted.
That's a good thing he checked then.
Oh yeah, I'll have to fix that.
So you're looking at it, you're like, I should fix that, and you reach out and your finger brushes against it, and you see like the fissure in the side of the metal just seal closed at your touch.
Huh. Damn, I'm good.
And you go about setting up your shop.
Not thinking about how that happened.
Not at all. Alrighty.
I wake up. That was trippy. I guess I should go to that meeting spot.
Did you go there right away, or?
I'll start making my way there.
Alrighty.
Well, so I guess Zero's waiting at this bar all day?
I was thinking that, yeah.
Because, like, Lesya goes to work.
Yeah, people have jobs.
And then probably is like, where's this tavern? Would I know
Tavern
this
is in the Foundry area, so it's by the Foundry, which if you're working like the docks, you're close to the Foundry because a lot of the runoff from the Foundry goes right into the river.
Gross. Yeah, so I'll say I was working at the docks as like a day laborer thing, and then on the way home I happened to just be like, oh, I'm gonna try a different way home, or back to whatever boarding house or whatever the hell I'm in, and just happened to walk past the Withering Tankard or something?
The Warped Tankard.
Yeah, that's what I said. And be like, oh, okay, cool, yeah, I'm like, I'll stop by here for a drink after work.
Quick question: how Is my face known around town, or?
Not particularly.
Okay.
I mean, remember, this is a large city. So maybe some people would recognize you, places you frequent, if you go to the same shop every day. But if you just kind of wander around, you're another face in the crowd.
Gotcha. That's the plan.
Way we like it.
If that's the case, then I walk around with my hood down.
Alright, you walk around, you let the wonderful sulfuric air just whiff through your hair.
Sulfuric?
There's a lot of smog. The smell of sulfur is in the air from the coal being burned.
Okay.
The air is very acidic to breathe. It burns your lungs, but you get used to it after a while.
Right, well, I was just making sure we weren't living next to a volcano.
No, not a volcano. It's from all the coal and, because it is a very filthy fuel source.
Right, all the progress.
Yeah. It's getting warmer every year, though, so those winters are getting less and less harsh.
We're all fucking doomed.
Alright, so I'm guessing, Corvilius, you run your shop for the day?
Oh, yes, I do.
So I'm drinking at the bar. Gulp.
So you go in, you go drinking at the bar, and there's a few people, there's quite a few people in there, actually. The work tankard is frequented by workers from the factory. They're steel workers. And some of them recognize you and kind of just give you a nod because they've seen you work the docks, they've seen you work the area, they know that you work. Zero, however, they give you kind of not a dirty look, but you can definitely tell they're not pleased with you being there.
I nod at them, and that's about it.
Nah.
Nod and smile.
Anyone else who would like to tell me about your day that eventually leads you to this tavern? Yeah.
I will probably eventually make it to the tavern, but I need to make money because my currency is favors, and favors don't pay the bills, so I'm gonna pick some pockets on my way.
And already off the rails. Hold on a moment. Where there you are. Alright.
I'm gonna shove my hand in some pockets.
Alrighty. Now you're a human, correct?
Yes.
Okay, good to know.
So I should not be 100% out of place.
Well, you are moving around the city, and I would like for you to make me, let's say, 3 sleight of hand checks.
Sure. I choose you. So... Oh, motherfuckers!
Natural 1.
There's 1 in the mix, and that's the last one.
Rule of threes.
This is gonna be good.
Hold on, at least let me get the see if I can at least get the other 2. So, second one's second one's a 10, and the other one's I think a 13.
All right, so the first one you pick about 5 copper off somebody.
Cool.
The second one you get 7 copper off somebody.
Okay.
Nice. That's a whole.
The last one, you got fucking cocky.
Oh boy.
And you moved in, you're like, oh, that guy's pocket's right there. You move in, you stick your hand in the guy's pocket, and he turns and he looks you dead in the eye. And it's a guard.
And I dash.
Good day, sir.
No.
Boom. And do me a favor, just roll initiative for me.
Okay.
Someone give me the time on that one?
Alright.
Here we go.
So that's a... Okay, that's not that great. That's an 11 on the initiative. These dice just want to kill me.
Okay, that's 11 on the initiative. Let's roll for the guard. That's a 10 on the initiative. Son of a bitch. Alright, you beat him. Just barely. He reaches out and you feel his hand just brush your collar as you dash. And you just hear this whistling noise and feet tromping after you. So, what do you do?
Okay, so I'm going to look for a place to hide.
Perception check.
Alright, not those. Wow, I cannot roll higher than a 10 right now. Okay, so perception, I'm gonna say is a 14.
Alright, you see an alley.
Okay, well, I'm going to jump into the alley, and what do I see in the alley?
You're running down the alley, you look behind your shoulder, you see the guards coming fast, you dive into the alley, you start moving fast, and wall.
Is there...
Make a quick perception check around you.
Yeah, I was about to say, okay, new dice.
New dice. Every roll, it's a new die.
Oh, that.
It's a good thing we're dice goblins, or this would be a really bad system.
Yeah, it really would.
I'm not.
21.
21. You see a manhole cover.
Alright, so I'm... Oh god, this is gonna be awesome. Alright, so I'm gonna try to pull it off and dive into the hole.
Alright.
It really is an ace in a hole.
Really gonna be an ace in the hole.
Yep.
Give me an athletics check to pull this thing up.
Yeah, I figured that was gonna happen. Alright, new dice! Okay, not horrible. 12.
12.
No, sorry.
Andrew, real quick, what's your strength?
14, sorry, 14.
Okay, not terrible. Wait, no. That was your roll total.
Total, yes, total.
Yeah. What is your strength in general?
+0.
Oh, this is going to be fun. Okay. So you move the manhole cover up a bit. You feel like it's kind of tight, but you might be able to squirm through. You can't move it anymore in the time you have, and you hear the guards coming around the corner. You hear the shouting, the stomping. Because you were moving a lot faster than them, being able to bonus action dash. So I gave you a couple rounds there.
Thank you.
But you know that they're coming around that corner, and they're coming soon. So, Ace, you're going to try and squirm in there?
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
You're wiggling your way in there, and you feel yourself get stuck.
Fuck.
And you're trying to worm your way down, you're trying to worm your way out, you can't quite get through. And you see that guard you tried to pickpocket come around the corner, and your eyes go wide, and you just kind of like contract a little bit, and then you feel your chest crack slightly.
Is what?
His chest cracks slightly.
Oh, God.
You
You starting this game with a broken sternum?
And you slip right through and you slam into the water that's underneath it. Now, the water smells of sulfur, like all water in this town does, but it also smells like excrement.
Fair.
But amazingly enough, you can see the paths around you perfectly, even in the dim light.
I'm in get the fuck out mode, so I'm not even thinking about what the fuck just happened, so...
So you just start running and splashing, and you hear the manhole cover being moved. He's like, he's down here! He's down here! And another one goes, there's no way anyone can fit through that thing. You lost him. You idiot, you lost him. And the voices start, like, arguing, but you're moving so quickly that you don't hear anything else that they say.
I know they can't see, but I flip them off as I run.
Oh, and what amount of time was that? How long did that take?
What was it, like 5 minutes?
Half an hour.
Half an hour before you got yourself in trouble.
Oh, don't worry.
Sounds
The
about
night's
right.
That's
the
all right,
night's
Andrew.
still young.
This is true.
The man, the myth, the idiot.
And so,
Yes.
around the time the sun begins to set, Lesya gets to the bar. Ace is kind of pulling himself out of the sewers. Zero has been drinking there all day.
Oh yeah, I'm wasted.
Corvilius, you are closing up shop. And Cordelia, I believe you're the only one we haven't really heard from today.
Yes, I was working in the library, making sure all the books are in their place, doing the circulation.
Not a librarian's job, I'm guessing.
Nope, those are for pages.
Well, she could be beating the pages into submission to make sure they're doing their job right.
That's fair.
That's making sure the books are in the right place, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
So, if I'm working as a reference librarian, would I borrow books from the shelves and then help them find their stuff and then return them to the shelves?
Yeah, you could do that.
Okay, so I'm returning the books I was helping people.
You've been
find
aiding
answers to.
bureaucrats all day.
Yeah.
Usually it's priests of one of the gods, or it is... There's no real nobility, there's just people who are higher up in the organization. So, priests and higher.
Priests would probably be looking for, I need scripture that supports this sermon, or I need to find...
You need literature that helps back up your points, I know.
Yes, exactly.
Well, keep in mind, these are also gods of energy and invention and construction, so they can also be looking for technical manuals.
They could be doing that. Yep. I'm just saying you're not shelving books.
Also, maybe blueprints for construction and whatnot would be something that would be in your department as well.
Which I certainly help them find.
But then the day comes to a close. You have finished tidying your workspace.
That's fair. I'll allow it.
Because everyone has to do that, regardless of job.
Correct.
And then I guess I'll go try that tavern.
Alrighty.
I mean, worst case, I get a drink. And then go home.
When she gets there, I'm 3 ales in.
I'm sure you are. But you all somehow go to the Warp Tankard. The bartender, I would say... Lesya.
What's up?
You've learned his name by now. That is, Horace.
Is he hot?
He's a dwarf. And for a dwarf,
I asked you
yes,
if he's
he
hot.
is.
Excellent.
I was getting to my point there. I'm just giving you a little background. He's got, keep in mind everyone's kind of dirty because the air itself is dirty. But because he doesn't do the backbreaking labor of the other people that work in this area, he doesn't have like that hunched over, kind of downtrodden, beaten appearance to him.
Right, but I'm sure he's got like big, strong muscles from carrying kegs of ale up the stairs and stuff.
Oh yeah,
right?
he's got like one giant barrel over his shoulder.
Nice,
and he
nice.
just puts it down and he just pulls the cork out with one hand. Like it's nothing.
Cool,
But
cool,
again,
cool. I'm-
dirty, sweaty, it's hot in here. It is very hot in here. And even though they do keep the ale downstairs where it's cooler, you don't ever really get a cold drink. You get a cool drink.
That's okay. Your beer isn't supposed to be ice cold anyway.
No. And there is a human there who's working as a barmaid. Her name is Trini. And strapped to Trini's back, there is a little baby and a baby Bjorn.
Baby Bjorn!
Yep.
I hope that baby's not
he's-
drinking.
Baby's not drinking, but he is
Good.
very happy and has an infectious effect on the people around him. Even the grumpiest of these workers is sitting there and they're muttering to themselves, or they have that blank look of a man who's just worked all day and doesn't want to be bothered, because it's mostly dwarves in here.
I thought you said this was a very human city. Is this
It's
like
a very
a
human
dwarf tavern?
city. This is like a dwarf tavern.
Yes!
No wonder I was getting nasty looks.
Because you do have a dwarf bartender, and you're right by the steel mill. The
Heck
steel
yeah!
mill is where they tend to put the dwarves.
Right.
Being short, stocky, and knowing how to work ore and minerals, this was a good place for the dwarves. So they have pretty much been allocated over here. It's kind of like a ghetto. But anytime Trini comes near, the baby will laugh and giggle, and you'll see the workers who are drinking there. They'll smile, they'll laugh, they'll play with
Aw.
him. You'll have a couple who call him by name, so you eventually learn that the baby's name is Corson.
Hey, Corson.
And whenever he walks by, you feel this warmth just fill your chest. Just
Oh.
happiness fill your chest.
This baby is haunted.
Aww.
And I would like everyone who's currently in the tavern, which I believe is all of you, having your drinks and sitting looking around.
We've all
Uh,
arrived at this point.
I would assume so, yes.
I'm like half asleep.
Yeah, he's
So you'll-
drunk.
But I would like everyone to give me a perception check, except JJ, you have to give it to me at disadvantage because you're half asleep from having been drinking all day.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not bad. 12.
Alright,
Well.
19.
good.
Fuck me.
You're still
even at
trying to get the
disadvantage.
bartender's attention to get a drink, but only your finger can be
3.
seen over the bar.
Even at disadvantage, 16.
Huh.
I got 18.
Alright, so everyone but the gnome, who can't see over the side of the bar, you all look and you see a gnome trying to get someone's attention. It's kind of funny.
Hello. Hey. Bartender. Hey.
No.
And a woman steps up next to him and looks over her shoulder she makes eye contact with each of you. And she then looks at Corson and smiles, and you see her eyes swirl pink and purple for just a
I was
second.
just gonna say, does she have purple eyes?
And then
I
someone walks in front of her and she's gone.
Whoa!
I back as soon as I see the purple eyes, I back up and my hand's on my blade.
Oh, okay.
I know you see me. You do this every week.
I go like, I've had too much.
What do you mean down there, shirt stuff?
I might have too much to drink.
And-
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I look into my beer like, whoa, those dwarves know how to brew.
As I say that, though, I take another hit of my drink.
I think I had too much to drink.
I order a
Slurp.
second one.
So basically, the female with the baby just disappeared.
Well,
No,
no, there
the
was somebody
female
in
with the
baby's-
between. The
Right.
lady with the baby was between us and, Lisa Frank over there.
The chick that locked eyes with all of us and then said, "Alright, guys, I'll see you later."
So there's 4 people standing there who just saw that. No one else seems to have reacted. But as you look around, where'd she go? You do see the others who are kind of looking around, going, "Where'd she go?"
I was gonna say, did we see who else saw? But I guess if we're all looking for where she went.
You notice people looking around. You guys are the only ones looking. The 4 of you.
I'm going to look
I'm not
for some sort of washroom because I obviously
Smell like shit?
yeah. So I'm gonna at least look to okay, I don't know what's going on, but I need to wash my face and just put some water in my face and slap my face just to be like, okay, you're losing your shit. Stop.
There's a sign that says washroom over a door.
I walk to the washroom.
Alright, you open the door, you're outside, and there's a barrel with rainwater in
Good enough.
it.
Have I convinced him to give me a drink yet?
Yeah, he's holding it. Come on, just reach up and get it. It's right
Every damn time!
Dick.
here.
As I walk by, I grab the drink and put it on the stool that's probably near the...
Oh.
Every time! So, from a bag, I pull out,
Well, some human just grabbed your drink out of his hand and put it on the stool next to you and walked outside.
Oh. Good! And I take the drink, and I pull out... Well, I was gonna pull out of my bag. It's like an accordion. It looks like an accordion.
Alright.
I sit on it, and it just extends, so I can now reach the counter.
And I look over and I say, whoa, that is cool.
Oh, thank you. I make these in my store. Come visit sometime.
I think I've seen you in the Mechanist Tower at times.
Yes, Corvilius Pickle Whip at your service.
Cordelia Gunn, it's a pleasure to meet you.
I will shake your hand.
Shake your hand. And you, miss, what was your name?
Oh, I'm not. Lesya.
Lesya. It's nice
Yeah,
to meet you.
yeah, you too. I'm not, a mechanical. Where would you? Yeah, hi.
Hi.
I've had a couple.
I can see and smell that.
I mean, hey, not like that
And
guy.
I have not, and I drink.
I was gonna say, I point over to the slumped over guy in the corner.
The air genasi who
Yeah, no,
does
no,
not look
not
at
like
all
him,
like he
no.
belongs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
no,
just got
no,
a big
no.
old smile on my face and I'm leaning back, just relaxing.
So, Brian, how clean do I actually get?
Not very.
Okay.
You.
Oh, I was gonna say, while I'm pointing over at the clearly swaying and slumping air genasi drinking in the corner, it's like, I don't know what he's having, although I gotta say, what I had is pretty tough too, because I could have sworn I just saw somebody standing over there, and then I don't know,
Was
man.
it-
These dwarven ales, they'll kick you in the head.
Was it a woman that you saw? And she just adjusts her glasses a little bit.
Yeah, it was. I could have sworn. And I kind of look over that. Whatever, I'm probably seeing things.
No, I don't think you are. I saw her as well.
Oh, right over there
Yes.
by the baby. Well, I mean, the
Yes.
baby's not there now. The
Well-
baby.
Baby moves around.
I was gonna say the baby walked away. The baby didn't walk away either, but you know what I mean.
Was
Was that right next to where I was?
It was
where I'm
right
sitting?
next to you, and you did not see because you rolled a 3.
I didn't see anyone.
Oh, well, I mean, you didn't see anything, right? Because sorry. I gotta remember I'm not at the docks.
The dwarf behind the counter.
I noticed the one who just stepped outside also seemed to be looking for
Which one?
someone. The human that stepped outside.
Oh,
seemed
the
to-
the smelly one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Andrew, would you say that you,
I didn't notice what he was doing. I just smelled him as he walked by.
I'm pretty much just in whatever underwear the time period is, basically washing my studded leather at this point, washing all my clothes outside, just like, God damn.
Can we see him through the window? Because that would be really funny.
Yeah, you should see. He doesn't notice the window because it's so dirty from that side. But from behind the bar, there's just a small little window, and you see this like almost naked man just scrubbing vigorously at his armor.
You know, I would like to think that woman was just an illusion brought on by drinking, but gestures at her one drink that is like not even close to halfway done.
The foam is gone. Like. Should sat there so long that the foam is gone.
You can drink that?
If you hear, I'd pass it to Lesya.
Thank you! Glug.
It's lighter than the stuff you've been drinking, but hey, it's booze.
That's alright. Well, it was free. She gave it to me.
That's even more important. It's free booze.
It's like, it's been a long day. I want to drink until I am also... I don't know, either falling over my butt, or like naked behind the tavern, one or the other. It's been a long day.
Alright, so you pound back that drink and you're just like,
Glug.
Roll me a constitution real quick.
Oh. From the lighter beer?
Yeah, no, it's a different thing. Don't worry about it.
I rolled a 17.
Alright, so you just... hang on a second. And you just burp.
Blech.
No. Like a gong has gone off. Pictures on the wall rattle for a second.
Holy crap.
And everything kind of stops around the bar and just kind of looks at you like...
Even the naked man outside just stops for a second and looks over.
The glass panels in the window you didn't know were there rattled, and you look up through it like, what the hell?
Oh my god.
It was like a 6-second burp, too, so everyone had time to look and watch.
Is that typical for you?
Whoa. No, not since, no.
High school.
I was gonna say not since high school, but... excuse me?
Yes, one does typically say excuse me after
I was gonna say,
that magnitude.
Please say that Horace, like, gives me a high five.
Horace is actually just kind of like, he was in the middle of polishing a cup. I use the word polish very lightly.
Yeah.
And he's just kind of like, mouth like, God. Like, his jaw is dropped, like, holy shit.
So I say from across the room, Dad,
that's
can I
a
have
woman?
what she's having?
The gnome, though. Nice!
Two different reactions. Nice. Can I have what she's having?
Sure. Damn,
girl.
Huh. Well, at least I'm glad I wasn't the only one that saw that woman.
Yeah, what woman?
So while they're talking about this, I make my way to the bar to get her a drink.
Alright.
I don't know, she had, like, crazy eyes. Right? You saw her?
Yes, like pink purple.
That's weird. I had a dream about someone like that, though.
Whoa! Wait, hold on. What was... Sorry, Mr...
Pickle Whip.
Right. Is that a family name, or...?
Yeah.
Cool.
The Pickle Whip family.
Right.
It's a biblical name.
Huh. That's kind of weird that you say that. I feel she looked familiar to me too. I mean, I don't know if I could say it was from a dream or if I saw her on the street or something, but like, there was definitely something familiar about it.
I'm just swearing profusely as I'm cleaning outside, going, it won't come off. It won't come off.
Yeah, no, you guys can hear that. I'm not gonna make you roll for that. Because the bar got pretty quiet after the burp. They're just kind of like, there's like that low murmur of, did you fucking see that? Did you fucking hear that?
Thanks.
I remember. I had a dream about her, and she said there was going to be a problem with my fire extinguisher.
No.
Did I say that you go back?
That's very specific. Because of the mists? I don't know.
She warned me about a problem with my fire extinguisher.
No,
And it fixed itself.
What?
It fixed itself?
How?
Yeah.
You mean you fixed it, right?
Sure.
How did you fix it? What did you do?
I touched it. I guess I'm that good.
I'm just sitting at the bar and listening to the conversation.
Hi! Can we help you?
Well, don't mind me.
You saw the lady too, though, right? You were looking for where she went?
Either I saw her, I've been drinking too much.
Yeah, no, I
love how the
know.
only person who was completely sober did not see her.
You were so anxious to get drunk. So, Nicole,
Yes.
well, Cordelia, you hear this kind of guttural grunting language behind you. And you recognize it as Orcish, but you don't speak it. So you don't know what they're saying. But suddenly you cock your head to the side, and your mouth starts to move along with the words they're saying, and they're suddenly making sense to you. You hear it, and you hear them saying, "Do you think that woman's one of them? Don't go pulling at threads here. We know which one we're after. He's here. Go get the guards. The Inquisitor will know what to do." And then you just hear a chair get pulled out, and a pair of footfalls going to the door and leaving.
That is very, very concerning.
That's when I walk in and almost buff. I'm just like, does anyone know anything that gets shit out of armor?
Did you try lemon?
Baking soda too
Oh, thank you. I
helps with
I
odor.
grabbed some lemon from the bar, put it on my tab.
There's no lemon on the bar.
Why not? What kind of shitty bar is this?
A shitty bar! You didn't notice from everything being dirty?
Just because it's dirty doesn't mean they don't have a good cocktail. Damn.
They don't have a good cocktail.
Horace!
Most of these people have scurvy for a reason.
Yeah. All right, I go back outside. I just go back to like drying off whatever is left.
So, Brian, while that's happening, I use the light breeze around me that comes from me to shape my hair to look like Cordelia's.
So now you have two stuffy-looking librarians.
What? What?
If you look at me, my hair
Why?
looks like
Wait,
Cordelia's.
hold on. Now there's two of you. Wow. What was in that drink?
I don't know, but I need what's in yours. That burp was crazy.
I don't know if I should go home or not now. I'm getting a little concerned with all these weird goings on.
I was about to say that those gentlemen that just left, other than the one who's still trying to clean his armor, they said they were after someone.
No, one. They both said that. One left.
Oh, one.
I told you, just a pair of footfalls.
What? But there's two of you now. How do I know which one of you is the real one?
Hi.
Like, ask me
voice
something
gets-
that only I would know.
Her voice gets very loud as she's saying this.
Isn't it? I'm sitting there laughing. I'm just like,
Something only
we're
you would
twins,
know.
clearly.
Oh my god, you didn't tell me you had twins!
No,
I'm very getting concerned now because weird shit is happening. And I've been drinking and I'm like at a point where I'm like, I don't know if it's worth it. Like I'm getting a little silly, basically.
I don't know who to deal with. I don't know what to do.
Hey, bartender, can I have another one, please? What of whatever she was having?
Everyone's asking me what I'm having. I don't know, and there are no lemons.
The true crisis of this thing.
And it's at that point the door slams open.
What?
Yes?
A man in robes steps in with 4 guards behind him. He scans the room, and his eyes fall on Trini. And he points at her and says, "By the order of the king, you are to hand the child over."
Thank you for joining us for this special edition of the Reliably Chaotic podcast. Rebirth is an original Dungeons & Dragons adventure written by Bryan Scharf, using the Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition rules set published by Wizards of the Coast and the Godsfall rulebook created by Aram Vartian of the Godsfall podcast. You can find Aram on Twitter at Vartian, Vartian, or by going to godsfall.com. My name is Bryan Scharf, and I've been your DM. You can reach me at ReliableDM on Twitter.
My name is Nicole Summers, and I played Cordelia, Patience Gunn.
This is Jair, also known as JJ, and I play the character of Zero.
Hey, this is Sara, and I played Lesya.
This is Matthew Reed, and I play Corvilius Picklewhip.
Hello, my name is Andrew Brown, and I play Ace.
The theme for this episode, Beyond the Known, was composed by Varansky and made available by neosounds.com. All other music by Kevin MacLeod on the Incompetech website and Adrian von Ziegler. Detailed information on music in this episode is provided in its description. Music for this episode was selected by Nicole Summers, and the episode was edited by Matthew Reed. Contact us on Twitter at Reliably Chaotic, email us at reliablychaotic@gmail.com, or join our Discord server by following the link in the episode description below. If you like us and want to support our show, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/reliablychaotic, or by leaving a 5-star rating and review on iTunes. Thank you for listening, and we hope to see you again in our next adventure.